just a tough night for us on both sides of the floor. I think they made around 23s. That's hard for us to overcome. And then offensively, we were a little bit out of sync. We didn't play our normal game. We didn't finish around the basket. I didn't think we were as aggressive as you need to be against a team that defends like Belmont does. But tough night, but just got put behind us.
Questions for Coach?
23s, is that just poor perimeter defense, or they're just having one of those nights?
I'd have to look at the tape, but part of our game plan is to let them shoot the threes. Not let them shoot, but we'd rather them shoot a three than a layup. They're either going to shoot a three or a layup, and we don't want them to shoot a layup. They make those at about a 65% clip. They make the three at about a 37. And you don't want them to make 20, but if you keep that number down a little lower than 20, keep them off the free throw line, you normally got a chance. But tonight they made 20. They're going to beat everybody in this building when they make 20. So I don't believe we wanted them to make 20, but got to give them credit. They made some, and I'm sure we missed some assignments. I'm sure it's a little bit of both.
I believe it was a record for them in the building. I think it was 17 coming tonight. 3 in a row now. You guys have won 7 straight. Now you lost 3 in a row going to Evansville. You're in the tournament, so that's something to be happy about. But how do you feel with your team kind of slipping the last couple of weeks?
So how do I feel about what?
But the team kind of slipped in the last week and a half or so.
Senior night was disappointing. I thought that we didn't play well and lost that game. And then we just played at Tennessee Tech and at Belmont. In my opinion, those two teams in Murray State are probably as good right now in the league, that we have. Jacksonville State's also good, but those two teams are definitely 2 of the top 4. We played them at their places, and we just couldn't quite get over the hump at Tennessee Tech, and then tonight we just ran into a buzzsaw. So we're not playing as well as we were. We're not as locked in defensively as we were during that stretch, and that's really the only thing that I see that's really troublesome heading into Evansville. But we got 4 or 5 days of practice, and typically we can turn the defense. Typically, okay, but everybody's 0-0, and we're just going to give it our best shot.
All right, this is a team you've already beaten this year. You swept Jacksonville State, so is confidence, you think, still there in the locker room that you guys can go out there and win 4 games, 4 days?
Yeah, we've got potential, but guys got to play well. We've got some potential. Guys just got to play well. But I don't think anyone doesn't think we can win. I think everyone knows that we can win, and I guess the only 2 teams we don't have a win against that's in the field is Murray State and Tennessee Tech. And both times against Tech, they outplayed us, and we've got to make some adjustments. But we feel good about anybody that we play. But we've got to guard them, though. When that score heads over 60, north of 60, then it gets a little tricky for us.
Mekalulu had a double-double at your place. They shut him down offensively tonight. Talk a little bit about that factor.
Yeah, I thought they were really physical with him and did a good job, and they really collapsed down on him. And he just never could get into a good flow. I didn't think he took his time like maybe he should have. But the defensive energy is a little better when teams are at home, and when it's on the road, offensive energy is a little better. So I think that had a little something to do with it. But that's why we really struggled offensively. We could never establish him tonight, and he's such a big part of what we do. And you have to give credit to them. They got some depth up there in the front court, and they were able to really, really wear them down, which is a good way to guard them.
Do you think with a short bench, it's kind of weighing on your team a little bit more, kind of slowing down some, or anything like that?
No, we got about a 9-man rotation. No one plays more than 9. Everyone plays. You look around the top teams in the league, Belmont, they play about 6 or 7 guys consistently. Murray State, they only play 6 or 7 guys. The depth is not our strength, but it's not a weakness at all.
I guess I got to ask, I asked you 2 weeks ago about the FBI stuff.
Yeah.
Last night you see Coach Miller out of Arizona, the FBI potentially, we don't know concretely whether he actually did that, but the idea that a coach at that level could broker a deal with an agent for $100,000 and get one of the top players.
I don't know anything about that whole ordeal. I know as much as anybody else, but it was just disappointing news to hear. That's just being a fan of basketball, but I just don't know enough about it, and it's really all I can say. I mean, I wish it wasn't news. I think that's the best way I could say how I feel about it. I wish college basketball recruiting wasn't news, and that's all I can probably say. That's all I know. I mean, I'm just y'all head coach of Tennessee State.
Yeah, no, exactly. You're not at that level, regardless. But do you think? I mean, because you played, do you think at this time in 2018, amateurism still works with the billions of dollars that is out there in college basketball?
It's so hard to monitor everything. It's like I tell our team, any problem on earth is a people problem. If you get bad people at a church, it's going to be a bad church. If you get bad people in college basketball, you're going to have a group that's doing something bad. And there are way more good people in college basketball than there is bad people. And again, I don't know enough about all of it to really say anything more than that. But some of the reports were meals that people had. I mean, those meals could have came when a kid was done playing or something. I mean, it doesn't make you a bad person if you have a meal with someone or something like that. Now, when things come out that are concrete, then I could have more of an opinion on that. But again, it's a people problem, man. It's a people problem. There's nothing wrong with college basketball. It's wrong with some of the people in college basketball. There's nothing wrong with college basketball.
That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.